Well, hello. I'm Mr. Casey, and I teach here at Colonie High School, and I teach a freshman course elective called the Internet of Things. And the Internet of Things course is developed for students who are interested in how things work and how they connect to the internet. This here is a wireless router. Most of you have this at your house, and a lot of power that is available with these things to allow things in your household to connect. So how do they connect? How do they connect to this? How do they connect to the internet? We start to uncover all of those questions in class by using real devices when you're in school. And then we go ahead and we jump into software that allows us to replicate that in scenarios. So this is a solar panel that's connected to a power meter. So the power meter registers how much energy the solar panels are capturing. It charges the batteries, which light the LEDs. But we also connect them to the networks that we're working on so that we can go in and we can look at that information remotely. So you can be somewhere else. This is one of the introductory labs that we do in class. And we move on pretty quickly to other environments like a smart home. All of these devices are in a typical home today, whether it's a thermostat you can turn off. If you forgot to turn it off when you were going to Florida, you can turn it off remotely. How does that work? How does it connect to microprocessors, right? So small microprocessor boards are used in class. We talk about cable modems, gateways, smart alarms. How do we connect TVs? All of these things are done. And we'll actually jump in and we'll simulate this stuff right in the software that we use for class. Kind of a neat thing to be able to do. And then we move on to larger type environments, this being the police department and how these access points are all connected and how we control things. And we start to talk about security of those devices to make sure that other people can't jump in and make changes or turn the heat on in the middle of the summer or turn the heat off in the winter on us. So how do we safely protect those environments? And we jump all the way out to using these devices in class. So we'll go ahead and we'll do some simulations with process boards. So we'll take these small microprocessors here, and you'll actually start to make connections to them and get them to work. Here's one example of what the kids are doing right now in class, and this is going to connect to a smart board, and we'll make changes and get it to connect to the internet and see if we can make changes remotely on those devices. And that's pretty much the whole year. So we talk about the internet, we talk about how the internet functions, we talk about how things connect to the internet, we talk about those devices specifically and how to make changes to those devices, and then we put the whole thing together and we make our own internet network of things and see if we can get them to connect and be useful. And that would be available to any freshman that's coming into the high school next year. Again, I'm Mr. Casey. I hope you found that interesting enough to follow along. And if you're interested, I look forward to meeting you next year.